Lawmakers in Washington discuss more funding for states to distribute the vaccine. This week we heard from Indiana Congressman Andre Carson and Congressman Larry Bucshon, who both spoke with our Washington correspondent Rashad Hudson.
The COVID-19 framework introduced by a bipartisan group of lawmakers last week includes $16 billion for state vaccine programs. The plan is supported by Indiana Congressman Larry Bucshon.
We want to make sure everybody has access to the vaccine, regardless of your zip code.
Aside from being a member of Congress, Bucshon is a doctor and is putting his faith in the vaccine.
It'll be safe, number one. That's the key. And number two, effective, because we have the studies to show that that's the case.
Even without the additional money, Bucshon says his state is already in good shape.
We had a $2 billion surplus going into the pandemic.
While states short on funds are holding out hope for Congress to act.
I mean, we can't sit on these monies to buffer the war chest or coffers of the states.
Indiana Democrat Andre Carson says he understands many states are facing budget deficits because of the pandemic, but doesn't want states to use CARES Act money to balance the budget.
Because the representatives who voted on this important legislation did so at the urging of the American people.
Vaccine equity. Or is there a concern that certain communities you represent, underserved communities, is there a concern that they may not have access to the vaccine?
No, that's so true. I think that, when you talk about vaccinations, this pandemic, we've seen unprecedented levels of infection, hospitalizations, and deaths, particularly in the African American community and Latino community, senior communities. As our public health system tries to handle this surge, I think we all have to do our part. It means staying at home, washing our hands, wearing masks, practicing social distancing, and really take the pressure off of an already stretched thinly hospital system and health network. But there are disparities, to your point, that have to be addressed, and hopefully Republicans will be bold in addressing these issues because they're impacting their own constituents.
Congressman Andre Carson there with Washington correspondent Rashad Hudson. This week, our D.C. Bureau also spoke with Congressman Jim Banks about the ongoing negotiations for another coronavirus relief bill and a spending bill, with the deadline to fund the federal government now pushed down the road another week.
The American people are sick and tired of kicking the can down the road when it comes to these spending deals, and here we are right on the eve of the Christmas holiday, the end of a Congress, and it's just more of the same, what the American people have become accustomed to. So as the leader of the House Conservatives and Republican Study Committee, we're going to be fighting against massive spending deals and CRs that continue to kick the can down the road, and we'll be fighting for fiscal responsibility like we always have when it comes to this deal and deals in the future. But it's disappointing for me and disheartening to see us not take the time needed and necessary to pass a full spending deal that aligns with the priorities of this country and done so in a fiscally responsible way. That's just not going to happen here this week. Extending the Paycheck Protection Program, the PPP, is the common sense and most obvious thing that we can do. There are billions of dollars that are sitting parked and already appropriated here in Washington, D.C. that aren't being used to support local businesses at home. So that's the first thing that we should do, and I hope that any deal that comes up here in the next few days or before the end of this Congress will include extending PPP, but also liability protections for businesses and schools is at the top of my list, and more support for our schools. I mean, we should be doing everything that we can to keep our schools open, our kids in the classroom, and any COVID relief bill that we pass in the days to come, I hope provides a great deal of support for our schools.
All right, Congressman Banks also in the news this week for proposing a ban on stylized or messaged masks on the floor of Congress, something that he faced some pushback for as well. Coming up next this Sunday in Focus, Indiana's current Attorney General and next Attorney General weighing in on the president's last-ditch legal wranglings. We'll have the latest, and we'll talk with our panel about former South Bend Mayor Pete Buttigieg and what his role could be when the Biden administration takes office.